Hello, and welcome to Fruits Heal. Thank you, Bright Souls, for joining me. I've put together this presentation to go over Dr. Robert Morse's 14-week detoxification and regeneration program. I am currently on a customized 10-week protocol, and before I went to his clinic and did the consultation, I was searching online for the 14-week protocol that he's mentioned several times in his videos. However, I wasn't able to really find it, so now that I have the information, I thought I would share it with those, and hopefully this will be a little bit easier for people to find and get the information, get some basic questions answered, and so forth. So let's go ahead and go into it. Again, this is the standard, the 14-week detoxification and regeneration program without any customizations tailored to your specific needs, just the basic program. So let's answer the question, what is detoxification, in case there are people listening to this video who do not know. Very simply put, it's the body's way of releasing toxins. So when your body is going through this release of toxins, it's called detoxification. Regeneration, which we don't really cover, but it's part of the program, is the body's rebuilding. What you can expect during detoxification. Now, I went ahead and I added this to the presentation because I really wanted people to be aware of possible what are called healing crises from detoxification. So as your body expels these toxins that it's been storing and holding on to, you could experience mild to severe symptoms. So, for example, a headache would be mild. Limb paralysis would be, severe. And again, the clinic is very good about talking to people and answering questions. And if you think, if you're on a protocol and you think you're going through some sort of a healing crisis, Dr. Morse's clinic is there to help, for anyone doing their program. So his program uses herbs, and a lot of people question, well, why use herbs? Why not just go through diet alone? And using herbs gives us an advantage, so I wanted to go ahead and cover those. Herbs are nutritional, so that's added nutrition for the body. They increase blood flow, increase lymph flow, they kill parasites and fungus, and they're very cleansing to the body, and they're anti-inflammatory, and that's a big one right there because probably all of us to some degree have inflammation in our bodies. Diet is the most important thing, however, and should not be understated. So I'm going to go ahead and cover the dietary recommendations here. Eating 100% fruits, berries, and melons is the optimum. That is the gold standard, and that is what we should strive for. But understanding that not everybody can achieve that, especially initially, and depending on where you're starting from, it is okay to go as high raw as possible, which means in addition to fruits, berries, and melons, we're also adding in raw vegetables. And another step down from that, if you cannot do 100% raw, is to go ahead and add in cooked veggies. Do understand that the lower or the farther away you go from eating 100% fruits, berries, and melons, the slower the detoxification process will be. And in some cases, you may want to slow down your detox. So if you're having severe issues as a result of the detoxification, you may be going too fast. So you may want to slow that down a little bit, in which case you would go ahead and add in some cooked veggies. Now, fasting. You can go ahead and detoxify the body through fasting, and that's, going on an all juice fast or water fast or a dry fast. These are very high levels of detoxification, and they're not advised if you have kidneys that are not filtering, And it also can be ill-advised depending on the health issue that you're dealing with. So again, this is not to be taken lightly. This is a process for healing, and depending on your specific issues, you may not want to go it alone. You may want to go ahead and get a consultation, consult one of the counselors, or call them and ask for recommendations, information, that sort of thing. You may not want to go this alone. So I just want to be careful that you understand that. So we're going to go ahead and start going through the 14 weeks, the protocol. We've covered the diet. Now I'm going to cover the herbal part of it. But before I dive into that, when you see those parts of the video, you're going to see at the bottom of the screen a stomach and bowels number, and then it'll be a blank space for you to fill in the number. So depending on your bowel issues and your regularity, you're gonna choose your own specific stomach and bowels formula that is right for you. So the general guideline is basically you would go for a stomach and bowel 0 if you have diarrhea. You'd go for a stomach and bowels 1 if you have loose stools. 2 if you just need some gentle movement, help keep things regular. 3 if you're going every other day, so you're not having a bowel movement every day, you may want to go for the 3. 4 if you're regular, but it's only like about once a week. The difference between the 4 and the 5 is the regular versus irregular. So if you go about once a week, but sometimes it's longer than that, sometimes it might be twice a week, it's not regular, then you may want to go for a 5. And again, this is just very general, basic guideline, and if you have questions, you should definitely consult one of the counselors, also known as detoxification specialists. Okay, so week 1 and 2, I'm going to go over the tinctures and the capsules, and the protocol is done in 2-week segments. So week 1 and 2, those 2-week chunks are going to be the same as far as dietary recommendations and herbal recommendations. So for your tinctures, you're going to be on the kidneys. You're going to want to go for the kidneys and bladder 2, the liver and gallbladder, the parasite M, the parasite G, and the endocrine balance. For the capsules, you're going to want to do the kidney and bladder 1, the lymphatic system 1, and then here's that stomach and bowels I was mentioning with a blank space for you to fill in the formula that is right for you. Weeks 3 and 4 is almost identical to 1 and 2, but there is one difference here, and that is the lymph node 2. So that parasite G is no longer part of the protocol for 3 and 4. It is lymph node 2. Weeks 5 and 6, the new tinctures for those weeks are the kidneys and bladder 4, brain and nerve 2, healthy circulation upper, capsules, kidneys and bladder 3, and lymphatic system 2. For weeks 7 and 8, the tinctures that are new are the adrenal gland tonic and the lymph node 3, and the capsules that are new is the lymphatic system 3. Week 9 and 10, there is no difference between 7 and 8 and 9 and 10. It's the exact same herbal formulas. Weeks 11 and 12, the new tinctures are the kidneys and bladder 2, the blood tonic, the lung tonic 2, the lymph node 4, and the new capsules are the kidneys and bladder 1, lymphatic system 4. And then there's no difference between weeks 11 and 12, 13 and 14, those are the same. And keep in mind that if I didn't mention it before, the stomach and bowels formula can change depending on your body. So you may want to go for, like as an example, weeks 1 and 2 you might be on number 3, but then you may decide, oh well, I need to be on number 2 for the upcoming week. So you may need to change it up some depending on what's going on with your body and how your detoxification is going. So in conclusion, I want to make sure that you understand that I'm sharing this information. This video is really just for educational purposes. So I'm not a doctor, I'm not a counselor, I don't make recommendations for people's protocols or health issues, that sort of thing. It's really just me sharing the information with you. And I do encourage you to be responsible and to take control of your health and your health issues and your future, and to make decisions that are right for you. And that may be calling into the Dr. Robert Morse clinic and going ahead and scheduling a consultation with a detoxification and regeneration specialist, or asking them for advice and that sort of thing. So please just keep that in mind. So I hope you found this information helpful, and I do wish you the best on your journey, and I hope that you will have a wonderful detoxification and regeneration experience should you choose to embark on that. Thank you for joining me. Bye.